Hi, I'm Slavik with iDrinkCoffee.com. Today I'm presenting the Fetco 2131 Batch Coffee Brewer. The 2131 is a low to mid-volume commercial coffee brewer that's suitable for cafes, offices, or things like cafeterias, solutions where you need to brew about 3 liters or a gallon of coffee at a time. In order to present the 2131, I'm going to be showing you how to program it. I'm going to show you the different programming features, and I'm also going to brew an air pot of coffee to share with my colleagues here at iDrink Coffee. So the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how to program the 2131. And in order to get into the programming mode, what we have to do is we have to turn the brewer off, and there's just a switch on the back right of the machine right here. And then when we turn it back on, I just have to hold the bottom third of the screen and just keep it pressed until it switches into the programming mode. So now that we're in the programming menu, what we're going to do first is we're going to program our batch. And the Fetco 2131 has 4 different batch settings which you can program by pressing the down button, and here I switch between batch 1, 2, 3, and 4. I'm going to program batch 1. Now the first option, we can change the batch name. For some reason this is set to regular 12, but you can choose from a list of names, or you can write a name. I changed the the R to an S, so now it's a singular one. I'm not going to go through that because it will take too long, but that's how you change the batch name. The next option we have is the batch volume. Now, I have it set in liters. This is a 3-liter Fetco carafe. The 2131, I'll mention at this point, can also be in a 1-gallon configuration. So you can go either with the 3-liter or the 1-gallon, which is 3.8 liters. But I have it set to a full batch, so it'll be a full 3 liters. The next option is the brew time, and that's how long the actual brewing takes. I have it set to 4 minutes, but I'm actually going to increase my brew time to 5 minutes. And I do that just by changing that option there. You can set it anywhere from 2 to 10 minutes. The next option is the number of pulses, and that's during the time allotted. So during the 5 minutes, how many times it will release water. So the way the brewer works, it's a drip coffee brewer. It will pulse water, and then it will pause to let that water run through the coffee. I have it set to 8, which I'll leave. And you also have a pre-wet percentage, and here I can change this, for example, to, I'm going to change it to 5%. And you can experiment with these to get the most out of your coffee. You can set it to whatever you like. You also have a delay for the pre-wet. I'm going to change that to 10 seconds. And then the drip delay is the delay at the very end of brewing, how long the machine allows for the remaining coffee or the remaining water that's inside the basket to go through. And that's basically your settings to set up each batch. And you can do that for all 4 batches. You can name them. For example, if you have a particular coffee, let's say a Colombian, you can name your batch 1 Colombian. Batch 2, if you have a decaf, you can name a decaf. All that is quite readily available and easy to do. The next option I'm going to show you is at the top menu. So what I did is I went to the up position, and from program, I changed to general. And here you can change the tank temperature. So I have it set at 200 degrees Fahrenheit, but again, you can set this to whatever your preference is, and that's the temperature that your coffee is going to extract at. And then you can also change the inputs. I have mine set in milliliters or liters and in Fahrenheit, but I can change the Fahrenheit to Celsius, and I can also change, if I wanted to, the metric system to imperial if that was my desire. And those are the main kind of things that we'll be programming in the menu. And to exit that, I just press the exit button, and now we're ready to brew. So now all that's left is to make a pot of coffee. I insert my brew basket, and I'm using the optional steel basket. The brewer actually comes with a plastic one. This one is steel, which I prefer. And I just press the screen here. And of course, my singular 12 is what I programmed. I'm going to press that. Actually, I beg your pardon, you have to hold it down. And then the brewer begins brewing. It's all very simple. This will take about 6.5 minutes, because if you remember, I had my batch program to 5 minutes and then the 1.5 minute drip time. So this will take a total of 6.5 minutes. While that's brewing, I'll mention one other feature, of course, the 2131 has, and that's the hot water. If I want to get hot water for any purpose, I simply lift this, and that dispenses hot water as well. The air pot that I'm using with this is actually a Fetco air pot, but I've removed the lid because it makes it easier to fit inside. I'll put the lid back on when we're ready to drink our coffee. And now we'll just let this brew. So now that my batch is done, I just move my air pot over. I'm going to reattach the top. Now I do this, but you don't have to. You can actually position the air pot in such a way with the lid open that it's fine, but I do like to remove it. I open this up, grab myself a mug, and get a fresh and very hot cup of coffee that's ready to enjoy. As we've seen, the Fetco 2131 is easy to program and easy to use. Once you have those settings in, basically you can make coffee all day long. If you have any questions about this product or any one of our commercial or domestic products, please feel free to reach out and ask for help. We're always ready and happy to offer it. Also, please subscribe to our YouTube channel for more videos like this about commercial coffee makers, domestic coffee makers, and everything to do with coffee. Thank you for watching, and have a great day.